Did you know that some of the vegetables you're eating every day could be secretly hurting your heart? Sounds unbelievable, right? But trust me, as a heart doctor, I've seen this happen more times than I can count. I know what you're probably thinking. Vegetables are good for me, right? And yes, for most of us, they absolutely are. But here's the thing: when you're over 60, every little choice you make, from the food you eat to the habits you follow, can have a huge impact on your heart. Today, I'm going to expose 5 common vegetables that, while they might seem harmless, could actually be doing more harm than good. The worst part? Most people have no idea. Stick with me, and I'll show you exactly what to avoid, and more importantly, how to keep your heart safe. 1. Spinach. Let's start with spinach, a leafy green we often hear about as a superfood. It's packed with vitamins and minerals that are good for our health. But for seniors, especially those on heart medications, spinach can be a serious health risk. You might not think a healthy vegetable like this could cause harm, but I've seen many patients experience issues because of it. Spinach is rich in vitamin K, a nutrient essential for blood clotting. Vitamin K is vital to stop bleeding when you get injured, but it can be problematic for those taking blood thinners like warfarin, which is common after heart attacks, strokes, or for managing atrial fibrillation. Too much vitamin K can reduce the effectiveness of these medications by helping your blood clot faster, potentially leading to dangerous blood clots, strokes, or heart attacks. The issue is, many seniors don't realize spinach is causing harm. They think they're doing the right thing by eating greens, but consuming spinach daily, whether in salads or smoothies, could unknowingly interfere with their heart medications. I've had patients who thought they were eating healthily, only to later discover that spinach contributed to strokes or blood clots. Here's what I want to emphasize. Moderation and consistency are key when it comes to spinach. If you love spinach, that's great, but you need to pay attention to how much and how often you're eating it. You don't have to cut it out completely, but it's crucial to consume it consistently and in controlled amounts. If you're on blood thinners, always consult with your doctor before making changes to your diet. They can help you determine how much spinach and other leafy greens like kale or broccoli are safe to eat without interfering with your medication. The point is, spinach isn't a bad vegetable. It's a fantastic food when eaten in the right amount. But if you're not careful, it can inadvertently make your heart medications ineffective and lead to serious health consequences. So, if you're on blood thinners, I urge you to be mindful of how much spinach you're consuming. Always inform your doctor about any changes to your diet. They'll help you strike the right balance to protect your heart without compromising your treatment. Finally, remember that your heart is incredibly important. Small changes to your diet today can have a big impact on your health down the road. So make sure you're doing everything you can to keep your heart strong and healthy for years to come. 2. Pickled cucumbers. Next, let's talk about pickled cucumbers. They seem harmless, right? Crunchy, tangy, and the perfect side dish. But here's the problem: they're packed with salt. Just a few slices can contain over 1,000 milligrams of sodium, which is nearly 2/3 of the daily recommended intake for seniors. If you have high blood pressure or heart issues, this extra salt can raise your blood pressure, cause swelling, and over time, lead to heart failure. Many of my patients made changes like cutting out fried food, exercising, and still couldn't control their blood pressure. They never realized that pickled cucumbers, a seemingly harmless food, could be the culprit. The problem is, the damage doesn't show up right away. Salt sneaks up on you. It doesn't show clear signs until your heart starts to feel the strain. By that point, the damage may be harder to reverse. As you get older, your body can't handle sodium the same way it did when you were younger. Your kidneys become less efficient at processing salt, and your arteries become more vulnerable to the buildup of plaque. This is why it's crucial to keep an eye on even the smallest sources of sodium in your diet, like pickles. They might seem innocent, but over time, they can take a serious toll on your heart health. The solution? Instead of pickled cucumbers, try cooking with fresh ingredients at home. Use herbs, spices, and lemon to enhance the flavors of your food without the need for salt. This not only helps your heart, but also gives you more control over what goes into your meals. Plus, it's a great way to experiment with new flavors and keep things exciting in the kitchen. In the end, while pickled cucumbers might seem like a harmless snack, they're actually a hidden danger to your heart. By making small, intentional changes to your diet, you can protect your heart from the harmful effects of too much sodium. Those little adjustments you make today can go a long way in keeping your heart strong and healthy for years to come. 3. Red chili peppers. These spicy little veggies are often a favorite for many seniors, adding that extra kick to meals. But unfortunately, they might be doing more harm than good for your heart. If you're someone who loves a little heat in your food, I need you to listen carefully. While chili peppers can add flavor, they can also trigger heart palpitations, increase your heart rate, and even cause dangerous blood pressure spikes. And when you're over 60, your body and your heart just don't react to things the same way anymore. As we age, our arteries naturally become stiffer and less flexible. This means they're more sensitive to changes in blood flow, and when you eat something spicy like red chili peppers, the sudden rush of blood to your heart can actually put a strain on it. This strain doesn't just happen once, it builds up over time. The more your heart is pushed, the more stress it endures, and eventually, this can lead to chronic inflammation in your vascular system, which is dangerous. Chronic inflammation is linked to heart disease, and the longer it goes untreated, the harder it becomes for your heart to function properly. I understand that for many, spicy food is more than just a flavor, it's a part of their cultural or personal taste preferences. But the truth is, your heart might not handle that spice like it used to. As we get older, the sensitivity of our cardiovascular system increases, and what was once a harmless indulgence can now be a risk factor. The good news is, you don't have to give up on adding flavor to your meals. Instead of using red chili peppers, try switching to milder herbs and spices like garlic, ginger, or turmeric. These ingredients can still add a wonderful kick to your food without the risk of causing heart problems. Garlic, for example, has been shown to have heart-healthy properties. It helps lower blood pressure and reduces cholesterol. Ginger and turmeric both have powerful anti-inflammatory effects, and they can help keep your arteries flexible and reduce the strain on your heart. These alternatives can make a huge difference in your health, and the best part is, they come with all the flavor without the potential danger. I'm not saying you need to avoid spice completely if you love it, that's not my point. But it's important to recognize that your body's needs change as you get older. So, consider swapping out the fiery peppers for safer, heart-friendly options. Small changes like this can go a long way in helping protect your heart and keeping it healthy for the years to come. Your heart deserves the best, and it's worth making these changes now to ensure it stays strong and resilient. By choosing the right seasonings, you're not just protecting your heart, you're also improving your overall health and well-being. The changes may seem small, but they can make a significant impact on your long-term health. So, let's embrace these heart-healthy alternatives and give your body the care it deserves. Raw garlic. Garlic is often hailed as a superfood, praised for its ability to lower cholesterol and improve heart health. It's even been used for centuries as a natural remedy for all sorts of ailments, and for good reason. But I need to be honest with you, when it comes to seniors, especially those who are on heart medications, raw garlic can be more of a dangerous double-edged sword than a miracle food. Raw garlic has a compound in it called allicin, which gives it its potent health benefits. It's great for heart health, but it also acts as a natural blood thinner. In many cases, this is good because it helps prevent blood clots. But here's the problem. If you're already on blood-thinning medications like warfarin or aspirin, adding raw garlic to your diet can thin your blood too much, which is incredibly dangerous. This can lead to internal bleeding or, in extreme cases, even life-threatening hemorrhages. This is a serious concern, and unfortunately, many seniors aren't aware of how much they're putting themselves at risk by consuming raw garlic in large quantities. But it doesn't stop there. Raw garlic can also lower your blood pressure, sometimes too much. For seniors with low blood pressure or those who are on medications to control their blood pressure, this can lead to dizziness, fainting, or feeling weak. When your blood pressure drops suddenly, it's not just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. Imagine going about your day, feeling lightheaded, and then suddenly collapsing. That's the kind of risk we're talking about. The thing is, garlic in small amounts can still be very beneficial for your health. It can help lower cholesterol, fight inflammation, and even boost your immune system. But just like everything else, moderation is key. If you enjoy the health benefits of garlic, you don't have to completely cut it out, but be mindful of how much you're using, especially if you're taking medication. Cooked garlic tends to be safer than raw garlic, as the heat reduces some of its blood-thinning properties, but raw garlic should be approached with caution. If you're considering using raw garlic as a daily remedy, I can't stress this enough: talk to your doctor first. They'll be able to tell you if it's safe for you based on your health condition and the medications you're taking. Your doctor can help you figure out how to use garlic safely, so you get all the benefits without putting your heart or health at risk. I'm really sharing this because I care. We want to live long, healthy lives, and sometimes the foods we think are helping us can actually be doing more harm than good, especially as we age. Garlic can be incredibly beneficial when used the right way, but when used incorrectly, it can be dangerous. So remember, moderation is key, and always consult with your doctor before making any changes to your diet or using garlic as a daily remedy. Your heart and health are worth the extra caution. 5. Raw sprouts. At first glance, they seem so healthy, don't they? They're vibrant, crunchy, and packed with nutrients. A perfect addition to a salad or sandwich, right? But what many don't realize is that these tiny, seemingly innocent sprouts come with a hidden risk that can actually be devastating to your heart and to your health as a whole. The problem lies in the way sprouts grow. While they're sprouting, they're in a moist, warm environment that's perfect for bacteria to thrive. Specifically, raw sprouts can be a breeding ground for harmful bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella, both of which can cause serious foodborne illnesses. And for seniors, this is particularly dangerous. As we age, our immune systems don't function as efficiently as they did when we were younger. Our bodies become less effective at fighting off infections, and something as simple as eating raw sprouts could result in a serious, life-threatening infection. I've seen this firsthand in my practice. I've had patients who were just trying to eat something healthy, and after consuming raw sprouts, they ended up in the hospital with severe heart infections, or, even worse, sepsis, a life-threatening condition caused by a widespread infection in the body. These kinds of infections can overwhelm the body, and, in some cases, be fatal. The worst part is, it's not like you get a warning. Sometimes, you don't know anything is wrong until you're in the emergency room, and by then, it may be too late. It's easy to assume that raw foods are always the healthiest option, especially when it comes to vegetables and sprouts. But in this case, raw sprouts can be a dangerous gamble. Even though they're packed with nutrients, they can carry more risk than reward, especially if your immune system is compromised. And that's not a risk I want you to take. I care about your health, and I want to make sure you're doing everything you can to protect your heart, not put it in jeopardy. So, if you love sprouts and want to continue enjoying them, I'm not saying you need to give them up entirely. What I strongly recommend is that you cook them before eating them. Cooking sprouts thoroughly kills the harmful bacteria, making them safe to eat, and still providing you with the same health benefits. It's such a simple change, but it could make a huge difference in protecting your health. In the end, it's all about making small, informed decisions. Raw sprouts may seem harmless, but for seniors, they could cause much more harm than you realize. By cooking them, you're reducing the risk and still reaping the nutritional rewards. I want you to be around for many years, healthy and strong, and avoiding raw sprouts is just one way to ensure that. So, the next time you're thinking about adding some sprouts to your meal, make sure you're taking the extra step to cook them first. Your heart and your health will thank you for it. As we wrap up today's video, I really want to take a moment to drive home the importance of what we've talked about. The vegetables we eat every day, things we think are healthy, can have a massive impact on our heart health, especially as we age. I know it's hard to think that something as simple as spinach, pickled cucumbers, or even raw sprouts could be doing more harm than good. But the truth is, your heart deserves better. I truly want to see you thrive, stay healthy, and protect that precious heart of yours. So, please, share this video with someone you care about who might need this information. And let's all make a commitment to take better care of our hearts today for a stronger tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.